When that baby smiled, he stole my heart. Oh, his little mouth, his little hand.
Yeah.
He's an angel.
Well, Capital men are irresistible.
Oh.
Can't tell you.
Well, whenever Victoria looks at him, she glows from head to toe.
Yeah. I was kind of surprised they let her out of the hospital so soon. You know, I mean, I thought it would take a little more time than that.
Oh, I'm sure she's in great hands. Mason's probably pampering her, which she deserves. Yeah. After this, a woman deserves to be pampered.
Oh, I see. Oh, is this a broad hint to the future here?
Well, you could remember it. It wouldn't hurt.
I'm telling you, when that day comes, I mean, if we're lucky enough to have a child of our own, I would carry you and the child all the way home in my own two arms. I would pamper you guys so much, from head to toe for as long as you could imagine. I mean, that would be amazing.
Oh, gosh.
You just tell me it's possible, all right, honey?
You know I want children. We've talked about it.
I know, but a long time ago. You still feel that way?
When I saw that baby, the feelings that it stirred inside me, Ted, I saw us as parents. And when I think of my future, you're part of it. You're part of me.
Couldn't have said anything better. Thank you. I love you.
I love you, too. Oh, I love you. And, oh, no, I know that you've waited a long time for us to have a real marriage again. I have, too.
That's all right. No, it just takes some time.
Well, that's what I'm trying to say. I don't think we need any more time. We're alone, and, I don't have any plans this afternoon, do you?
Well, no, I mean, you sure? All right, you really sure that...
I can't take it anymore. I can't.
What? Oh, darling, what's got you down? Nuclear disarmament, world hunger? Come on, baby. I mean, what, you go to the drugstore, couldn't find your hair color? What? Come on,
Get serious, Keith. The phone is ringing off the hook. It's about that Addison case. The guy gets out. He goes after Lucy Pickett, then he tries to kill Cruz, but he doesn't get away with it. They catch him. They arrest him. What's everybody foaming at the mouth about?
A plea bargain. His one-year sentence made the papers today.
1 year? The guy got...
Don't get rabid on me. Yes, I know. It's lousy. I know.
How could you let that happen?
To put it mildly, there were problems with the case. We were lucky to get what we did.
Oh, what am I supposed to tell your outraged constituency?
Tell them anything. Every Joe that calls, I don't have to talk to on the phone.
Well, neither do I. Answer your own damn phone.
Well, where are you going?
I have a headache. I'm going to go lay down. As a matter of fact, I'm going to go home and lay down.
Wait, hey! Don't you get a little exhausted laying down? I mean, I know you have to earn your keep with Dr. Doolittle, but honestly, I mean, a girl could develop bed sores, darling.
Oh, dear. What could I have been thinking? I forgot to give you your mail.
I take him back to the nursery?
Oh, no. Just a few more minutes. Oh, I hate the thought of leaving him here.
It's only a few days. Nothing to worry about.
Yeah, I know. Dr. Ballard likes to keep a close watch on the preemies, doesn't
You
he?
can visit him any time, day or night.
Oh, I know. But I miss him already.
Is someone letting you know when your husband gets here?
No. Mr. Capwell is not driving me home. I've made other arrangements.
Listen, I heard they were letting you go, and I just wondered if there was something I could do. You know,
No, I'm fine. I just hate leaving him here, you know?
Yeah, well, they're just keeping him for a little while, right?
Yeah, it's only a couple days, and then he'll be home where he belongs.
Yeah, good.
Well, no sense putting it off, you know?
Listen, Tori, before you go...
Yeah?
There are things I've been wanting to say to you ever since the baby was born.
You have?
Yeah, I stopped myself because I thought it would be wrong, but I think it would probably be worse to keep it buried. Just as soon get it out in the open once and for all.
Pomegranates and quail eggs to make you eat. You are such a picky eater.
Oh, Lionel, I'm sorry. And you go to all this trouble.
It's no trouble. It's a labor of love. Besides, I don't want to have to return the wedding ring.
Return the ring?
Well, sure. I had it sized this morning, and if you don't eat, see, I just have to go and make it smaller, wouldn't I?
You already bought the ring for me?
Oh, when I propose, I don't kid around. But besides, I thought maybe I could evoke your sympathy if I told you I spent a fortune on the ring. Huh?
Lionel, I love you.
Do you? You promise?
I promise.
Yeah? Well, even if I hadn't spent a fortune on the ring, which I didn't because I don't have a fortune, would you still?
I still love you. I still love you.
Oh, I feel warm.
Expect me to put your arms around me like that.
No, I mean, the fever's come back. Here, let me take you upstairs.
No, Lionel, no, please, no. I just got settled down here.
It's only been an hour, otherwise I'd give you an aspirin.
Lionel, let's not talk about my fever right now. I want to talk about the ring score.
You do? Well, don't think that you can wheedle it out of me, see, because I want it to be a surprise.
No, that's fine. I want to talk about when you're going to give it to me.
Oh. Well, I thought maybe during the ceremony. That's customary, isn't it?
Stop.
I don't know.
I'm trying to set a date here.
An official date? Well, all I know is I want it to be soon.
Do you have any idea what I want to say?
No, I'm not sure.
Well, for the last couple of days, I've been having these thoughts that won't go away. They're the same thoughts I had a while ago when I first found out you were pregnant. When I thought that I might be your baby's father. Eden and I both wondered at the time, you know that. I mean, counting back to when you and I were at the lighthouse together, I mean, biologically it is possible, and then considering that the baby came early, it's just...
you know, yes, it is possible, but it doesn't mean that...
I know. That's what I keep reminding myself. But then after the baby was born, you said you had something to tell me. And I just started wondering again. I mean, I was wrong, I know that now, but... maybe because I was there, because I helped deliver the little guy, I just feel like there's some kind of a connection.
You said that you now know that you're wrong. What convinced you?
Yeah, well, I used my old police ID. I shouldn't have, but I used it to gain access to the hospital records, and I looked at your baby's chart. It was right there in black and white.
What was?
I don't have a big medical background, but I do know that certain blood types combine to make... There's just no way that I could be the baby's father.
And that's what you saw in the report?
Yeah, it's right there, his blood type, with the height and the weight and the... I mean, I don't feel too terrific about the way I went about finding it, but, you know, I thought maybe you might know something you didn't want to... I don't know, it's just a weird situation. I apologize for sneaking around behind your back like that, but I had to know for sure.
Well, yeah, now you're sure.
Yeah.
Well, you know, suppose the blood types, they didn't match.
That would be fairly overwhelming, don't you think? I mean, I would want to do my part for any child of mine. I'd want to take responsibility in some way, but let's face it, it would be pretty awkward all around.
Oh, yeah.
When you're married to Mason, and I might as well be married. It just doesn't seem right that I would have a baby that wasn't Eden's. I mean, I hope you can understand that.
Yeah, of course I understand.
More than anything in the world, we wanted to have. I mean, you were there the night that we lost our baby. I mean, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I used to dream about her almost every night, that she was still alive. I still do sometimes, in fact. But I've started having a different dream lately about the baby we never got to have. It's beautiful and it's healthy. In my dream, it has her eyes, exactly her eyes. And I never want to wake up.
I'm sorry.
No, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to get started on that.
No, it's okay, really.
Well, you know, what I really wanted to say was that I'm glad that there aren't questions. I mean, I just wanted to get the doubt out of the way. I don't want there to be that doubt between us. You know, I mean, we shared something wonderful with the birth of the baby, and I would like to think that it made our friendship a lot more solid in a new way. Yeah. I do feel a special bond because of that. And I hope you'll feel free to count on me. If there's ever anything I can do for you.
Yeah, well,
So, are you sure that I can't give you a lift? I mean, my car's right outside.
No, no, it's fine. I got a lot of stuff to do around here, you know.
Well, you take care of yourself.
I will.
Billy.
I'm all right.
No, you're not. Oh, please. Would you just talk to me about this?
I can't.
We've got our whole lives. This is just one time.
I thought I was ready. I wanted it to be perfect. We've had time, Ted. We've been sleeping separately for months. I'm beginning to wonder if things will ever be right for us again.
I love the way you always care for people, Daddy. Caroline's lucky you're taking such good care of her.
Hey, she's my future. I have to take care of her.
Your future?
I'm sorry. I haven't told you. I've asked her to marry me. We're going to be married in 10 days.
Oh, I didn't realize.
Oh, Lake, I'm sorry, honey. We haven't had a chance to even sit down and talk about things that are important since you got back, have we?
I guess I never expected you to live out your life alone, but I can't imagine you married anyone but Mother.
Lakin, your mother left me. Caroline is a wonderful woman. I wish you couldn't have... I'd gotten to know her in the usual way, but this illness is so all-consuming.
You're really afraid, aren't you? What is it? Do you think she might die?
Oh, honey, that's not the reason I asked you to marry me.
Daddy, I wasn't implying that it was.
No, I've loved Caroline for some time. Well, I was going to try to get her to marry me a few months ago, but things didn't work out, and now things seem so right. Will you try to be happy for me, huh?
All I want is for you to be happy. That's all.
Well, I am. At least I will be if she pulls through all this. Oh, listen, speaking of that, I've got to... Can you stick around while I have to get to the drugstore? I have to get her some vitamins and a prescription for something to stimulate her appetite. Will you stay with her?
Huh? Well, how long do you think it'll be?
I don't know. You have an appointment?
No, it's all right.
I can get somebody to...
No, don't be silly. I can stay.
Will you?
Yeah.
Just in case she wakes up. Okay, thank you. Thanks, sweetheart. Okay.
Want to take a drive or something?
Where?
I don't know. Down the coast, maybe?
No.
Have some dinner?
No, I don't think so.
Why not?
Because I really don't feel like sitting across a dinner table from you, watching my food get cold and trying to force conversation.
Who's asking you to force anything?
Taylor, we can't just pretend that today didn't happen.
I don't think we should. I want to talk about it. But I just thought it might be a little bit easier if we get out of here.
Not now, right?
Honey, I don't understand this. You say we can't forget about this, and now you're not dealing with this for me. Like, come... You won't even talk to me about this.
I'm afraid, okay? Don't you understand? My hands are like ice. My whole body feels like ice. You must have felt it. I'm afraid I won't ever enjoy being touched again.
Of course you will.
How do I know? I mean, if wanting to make love to you isn't enough to keep out the rape, what is going to change?
I think you should talk to Sharon again.
How many hours have I spent with her? Talking about it over and over again, trying to push it out of my head. Obviously, nothing's happening.
Honey, it just needs some more time.
I talked to her, I talked to people at group, I talked to you. I am so tired of talking. I want to start living again.
Whatever happened to writing your congressman? You want to tell me that? No, listen, lady, I'm the district attorney. I don't...
I'm through. I've punched out. You got something to show me? Show me later.
Not until you explain this, pal. How the hell does this happen? You want to tell me that?
Layton.
Aren't you supposed to be in bed?
Well, I was sleeping for a while, but when I opened my eyes just now, I felt a little better, so I thought I'd come downstairs. Is your father around?
He's at the drugstore.
Getting something from me, probably.
Yeah. Vitamin supplements, I think it's that.
He's so worried that I can't get my appetite back. Bless his heart. Your daddy's such a dear, dear man.
I've always thought so.
You know, I don't know what I would have done without him, like, and he's been so good to me.
I heard about your plans.
Oh, you did? I wasn't sure that he'd had a chance to tell you.
You didn't think you'd get married without telling me, did you?
Well, no, of course not. It's just that things have been kind of sudden, and... Yeah. Yeah. I don't know how I'd react if I were you. I mean, you're barely home a day, and there's some woman upstairs, a strange woman in a bathrobe, is getting the vapors every hour on the hour, and next thing you hear, your father's marrying her.
Yeah?
Must be a jolt, to say the least.
I was a little surprised.
Well, you and I'd better get to know each other pretty quick, hadn't we?
You're marrying my father, not me.
No, I
I think I know what you meant. Forgive me if I don't jump at the chance of a mother-daughter relationship, but I already have a mother.
I'm well aware of that. I would never dream of trying to invade that territory.
Oh, really? Well, you certainly didn't have any problem staging the invasion that won you my father, did you?
Lincoln, excuse me. Your father and I were both free and clear when we met.
How much do you know about the circumstances of my parents' separation?
Well, not much. It seemed that when your mother left, she left with every intention of staying away permanently.
My mother is very impulsive. So is my father. That's one of the reasons why they had so many problems. And it's also one of the reasons why they were so deeply in love. What I'm trying to say is, I think that my mother and father would have gotten back together if you hadn't been on the scene. In fact, I'm almost sure of it.
Your father missed your mother very much. We often talked about that. But I think it was clear from the time of the beginning of the separation.
What's wrong?
Just get these coughing spells. Sorry.
Will some water help? Are you all right now?
I think I better go back up.
Well, you shouldn't have come down here in the first place.
Listen, I don't want to run out on this conversation. I think there's some things I feel it's important that you understand.
We can talk later.
Yes,
when you're feeling better.
I'd like that very much, Lake, and I'm sure that we can come to some agreement that's very comfortable for both of us.
I think you better get upstairs now. Do you need help?
No, I'll be all right.
All right. I've got to go out. I'll see you later.
Believe it or not, we're on the same side with this one. There's nothing I like better than see this slime bucket spend the rest of his days dealing for cigarettes in the exercise yard in Chino, but your girl wouldn't come forward.
Then why didn't somebody ask me to testify?
The prosecutor didn't think she had enough of a good case without her, so she struck a deal. Forgive me.
Exactly what happened the first time. That's how he got out in the first place. It stinks and you know it. The whole godforsaken system stinks.
It's the best we got. And right now, we should be happy that thanks to you, we got the guy out of commission for a year.
Oh, yeah. A whole 12 months before he's out on the streets terrorizing this girl again and God knows who else. What a boon to mankind.
Hey, you know what? Hey, wait a second. You know what you should do? You should go out and help people from the outside, like I told you before.
What?
Oh, start an outside agency, you know? Be the next Sam Spade.
And what good would that do? I would still have to turn these guys over to what passes for the legal system.
Oh, gee, man, you know, this is America. We do have honest judges. We have honest lawyers.
And so how does a lawyer who wouldn't know honest if he fell on it end up as the district attorney?
Cruz? Cruz? Doesn't seem to be. I thought he was, too, when I heard the music, but I guess he just left and forgot to turn it off.
Did Cruz give you a key?
No, the door was open.
Of course, I should have known. He always keeps the door open so anyone can walk in here. Not that you're anyone. It seems that in a short time, you two have become good friends.
Yes, well, our relationship really is not exactly conventional. I saved his life, and he saved mine, so I guess that entitles us to skip certain preliminary steps in a relationship.
I suppose so. Listen, when you were at the hospital with Cruz, you mentioned that you'd be house hunting.
Right.
Well, did you find anything?
No, actually, I'm still staying at a hotel.
Well, are you new to this area?
Yes.
Where are you from?
I've called so many places home that I would hesitate to really point one out.
But you're thinking maybe about settling in Santa Barbara.
It's possible. I'd like to wait and see how things work out.
With jobs and that sort of thing.
Right, yes.
Yeah,
I suppose
so. What is it that you do?
Boy, I'd like to think that I can do whatever I set my mind to.
Hey. Is the seat taken?
No. Lincoln?
I just wanted to say hello. You're probably waiting for your wife, huh?
No. He's not here. You want a drink?
Sure, yeah.
Beer?
Club soda would be fine.
Excuse me, John, could we get a club soda? Thanks.
You know what I was thinking about today? Do you remember that time we went out in the canoe?
Yeah, I remember that.
That was hilarious. Remember how we laughed and laughed and laughed?
Yeah, well, you only laughed because you're making me feel better. I tipped the whole thing over.
I was not. I was having a wonderful day. The only reason you tipped the canoe over was because you weren't watching where you were going.
God, that was such a long time ago, wasn't it?
It doesn't seem that long ago to me.
They're just kids.
Maybe so. But in some ways, that was the most real, grown-up relationship I ever had. Wow. You know, first love is special. At least that's what they say in all the books. Why should ours be an exception?
Oh, so what do I owe this honor?
You want to leave?
No, I just didn't think you were ever going to speak to me again after I left you with the complaint hotline.
Oh, hey, listen, if Dr. Strangelove is coming over here to show you his microbes, you just tell me. I'll split.
No, actually, I wasn't expecting anyone. Least of all you.
Oh, well, wonders of wonders. Here I am. Were you going to offer me a drink, or do I not rate the amenities around here anymore?
Keith, would you like a drink?
Gina, yes, I would. I'd love one. How about some vitamin D? Shaken, not stirred.
You and your milk. Having you over is like entertaining a Cub Scout troop.
Which undoubtedly you've tried more than once. You know, you should really stay away from those little guys. There's laws against that. You can get in trouble. Well, I mean, not that you would do anything like that. I mean, I know you like older and wiser, and Nobel Prizer.
Would you like this in your hand or on top of your head? You drink that like you're dying of thirst.
My ulcer has been doing a tap dance all day. It's giving me fits.
Because of a couple of phone calls?
No, actually, I think it was Castillo coming into my office that was the clincher. I mean, he comes in like little Sirocco spouting all the things everybody else has been saying about Addison's sentence.
So?
So they were right. He's right. It reeks, but it's not my fault. But I'm the only person they can blame.
Like he?
What?
Well, since when does a little miscarriage of justice bother you?
It's just that pig can overturn our system of justice just because some girl is too frightened to testify. There should be some way to prevent that.
I'm speechless.
Yeah, well, even I am not immune to a tingle of heroic feeling when I hear the word justice. You know, I used to believe in it when I was in law school. I even thought I could change this whole cockeyed world with a finely tuned summation, so thank you.
I can see you. Like you're just passing the bar. All passionate.
You may not believe it, but I was.
I do believe it. I just wish that
Did what?
that I could have been there. I would have known you then.
Well, I did. I believed in integrity. I still admire it. I can't find any reason to trot it out as often as I'd like. What do you care about integrity for anyway? You married C.C. Capwell twice. I mean, integrity doesn't rate in your book.
Oh, it means a lot more to me than you know.
I should air out my conscience more often. All it takes is some rusty ideals and a foray into the land of integrity.
Mr. Smith Goes to Washington was my favorite movie.
Yeah, well, later I'll spout the preamble of the Constitution. But now...
Hiya. Listen, I stopped by the grocery store, and I picked up a few things for you, okay?
Thanks. What do I owe you?
Nothing. We'll discuss it later. I'm going to go home. I was just telling Ms. Wainwright that I stopped by to see you, to say hello, and I heard your music, so I thought you were home, but I guess you just left your stereo on.
I always turn my stereo off before I leave.
I guess you forgot this time.
Well, I don't mean to seem antisocial, but I'd just as soon be alone with you, okay?
What's wrong?
Everything's wrong, which is why I'm going back.
Back where?
To the mountains where Eden died. And I'm not coming home until I can find a way to say goodbye to her. Hi. Come on in for a little bit.
That was Lucy. She's made a real big decision in her life. She's moving to Phoenix. She has relatives down there, and her aunt teaches school, so her aunt's going to try and get a receptionist job at the school.
Well, that sounds like quite a change. Is that what she wants, you think?
She seems happy about it. She just wants to start over. Lord knows we all do, but sometimes it just doesn't work out the way we plan it.
Here. Oh, please, all right? You're making this sound like the most terrible thing happened to me.
All I want was it to be the way it was before. Why can't it be that way?
Because, honey, things have changed. And we can't change back. So all we can do now is just be good to each other. And not expect too much too soon, okay? You know, just holding you, kissing you, and just putting my arms around you. This is more we've had for quite a while. You know,
It's like starting a new relationship. That's how we gotta look at it. And they just kind of start off kind of slow, right? I mean, that's how they're supposed to be.
Saying all the right things.
Hey, I'm not just saying them.
I know you mean them, but I love you.
I love you.
Lionel? Oh, come in. Come in. Lionel? Fine. My God, what happened? I was going upstairs. I just passed out. You are burning up. Where's Lionel? At the drugstore. I just should be back. All right, you left her alone like this? Well, Lakin was here, but she had to go out. All right, I'll tell you what we're going to do. I am going to take you to the hospital myself. We're not going to wait for the ambulance. Julie, it's not necessary. I'm not going to argue with you. Now, come on, let me try to help you. Julia, stop it. Your baby. What happened? Lakin, help me, will you? She passed out and she's burning up. I'm going to take her to the hospital. Help me get her to the car and then come back in here and wait for your father. Tell him where we are.
I was either going to mail this or drop it at your office.
Why didn't you?
Because I thought it was a little bit extreme. You should at least be talking to one another.
Yeah, I thought that too, but the last time we were together, you said there was nothing left to say.
Well, that was before I found out that you had changed the baby's medical records. Thank you for not denying it.
How did you find out?
Cruz came to see me. He was starting to feel guilty about suspecting again that the baby might be his. He admitted that he had checked the hospital records to compare blood types. He said they didn't match.
I see.
Well, you really think of everything, don't you?
What did he say when you told him what must have happened?
You think I told him you switched the records?
Well, of course. You've been wanting to tell him that the baby was his. When you saw how ready he was to believe it, I assumed you just left it to chance.
I didn't tell him.
Why not?
Because it wasn't the baby he wanted. It wasn't the baby that he wished for. You were right. Unless the baby was Eden's, it wouldn't have meant anything. So are you pleased?
Very little about any of this pleases me, Victoria. Especially what I had to do to protect you and the baby.
Thank goodness you're here. Caroline.
What is it, Caroline? What?
Yeah, Julia came and took her to the hospital.
Julia?
She suddenly got worse. I don't know. She passed out. They told me to wait here and tell you were at the hospital.
Hey, listen, don't worry. I won't let anything happen to you. I'll call you.
Oh, baby, you know, it's been too long. Why did you make me wait? Why do you go to another man when you know how good it is between us?
Say it.
What?
Say it. You know.
Integrity.
Oh.
Liberty and justice for all. What are you doing? You make... tell me to talk, then you make me shut up.
Nicky. Nick, it's Alex. He's got a key. Think something. You're over.
Tell him. Tell him what's happening here. Tell him he has to go away.
No, not like this. Not now.
Whatever happened to Mr. Smith Goes to Washington?
Apparently you didn't see the whole movie. You forgot about the part where Mr. Smith hides in the closet. Now, come on!
Would you listen to yourself, Mason? You do something immoral and illegal, and you're telling me you're doing it for my protection?
Victoria, think about it. Especially in light of what Cruz told you. A baby would be a complication in his life that he does not need right now. I changed the records to protect him from a knowledge that would only hurt him and you.
And what about you?
Victoria, you deserve to have your child raised by somebody who wants it as much as you do. Cruz can't give you that. He practically told you so. Oh, he'd try to do the right thing. He'd provide for it, see it now and then, but it wouldn't be a home. It wouldn't be a family.
And you wouldn't get the money.
I'm not talking about the money. Try to hear what I'm saying.
I hear you.
I'm only trying to do what's best for all of us.
Oh, maybe it is best. I don't know. I have to think about it.
I'm Tom Brokaw. In today's complicated world, you need to understand the day's events easily, clearly, and completely. That's why at NBC Nightly News, we cover the world with you in mind.
And later tonight, Letterman loose in Las Vegas? That's right. From Las Vegas, it's Late Night with David Letterman with Dave's guest, Robert Goulet, plus viewer mail.
Hi, I'm Dave Letterman. Join me this week in Las Vegas. It's so beautiful here, I actually have tears in my eyes.